6 Minute English
from bbclearningenglish.com.
Hello, this is 6 Minute English from BBC Learning English. I'm Neil.
And I'm Beth.
In every language, there's one word which has special power over us: our name. Our senses, feelings, and whole identity are closely linked to our name. Yet, strangely, our name isn't usually something we choose. It's given to us by our parents.
But what if the name you were given at birth doesn't fit? Maybe you simply don't like it. Or maybe there are bigger reasons for wanting to change your name. Reasons connected with historical injustices or unfair events in the past. In this programme, we'll be meeting two people whose family history has caused them to consider changing their name. And as usual, we'll be learning some useful new vocabulary as well.
Sounds good, Beth. But first, I have a question for you. My name, Neil, is a British name and was given to me at birth. But names change a lot between cultures and religions. Many Muslim boys are named Muhammad. Indian boys are often called Ram or Krishna. And in Mexico, some boys are named Jesus. So, according to a recent global survey, what is currently the world's most popular boy's name? Is it A, Jesus, B, Muhammad, or C, Noah?
I guess it's Muhammad.
OK, Beth, I'll reveal the answer at the end of the programme. In Britain, a person's first name is also called their Christian name, and in Christianity, many names have a religious meaning. The name John, for example, means God is good. Anderson Jeremiah is the Bishop of Edmonton. He was born in South India, but he doesn't have a traditional Indian-sounding name. Here, Bishop Jeremiah explains the roots of his name to BBC World Service programme Heart and Soul.
It was the name of one John Anderson. He was the first educational missionary who came and worked and set up several schools in South India, who had very noble ambitions. But also, as with any missionaries, he was a big collaborator of the colonial establishment at that point in time. So he has a very strong baggage that goes with it. So Anderson is my Christian name, and Jeremiah is my dad's name.
Bishop Anderson Jeremiah's name comes from another man, John Anderson, a Christian missionary during the British Empire. The history of the British Empire in India is controversial, with many views on all sides. Bishop Jeremiah thinks that some of the empire's missionaries were noble, meaning admirable or morally good.
But nevertheless, John Anderson was part of a violent and exploitative empire. Bishop Jeremiah uses the word baggage to describe the beliefs, especially outdated or unhelpful beliefs, which influence how people think. Emotional baggage tends to influence the feelings of one individual, while historical baggage can affect whole societies.
In India, names serve an important purpose to signify social status. Low-status Indians, including Bishop Anderson's grandparents, escaped social discrimination by converting to Christianity and taking another Christian name. But elsewhere in the British Empire, names were connected with something completely un-Christian: slavery.
Black British writer Professor Robert Beckford is an activist theologian at the University of Winchester. His surname, Beckford, is a slave name, passed down from his enslaved African ancestors in 18th century Jamaica. Here, Professor Beckford talks to BBC World Service programme Heart and Soul about his decision to name his son Micah.
And my son is named Micah Beckford, after one of the prophets. So I do like the idea of people in the biblical tradition who speak truth to power, who ruffle people's feathers, who challenge the injustice. I haven't thought of giving myself a biblical name. I could never find a name that really resonated with me.
The phrase "to speak truth to power" describes times when people non-violently resist an oppressive force, such as a government or corporation, by telling the truth. And if you ruffle someone's feathers, you upset or annoy them.
Maybe it's not so much your name as what you do with it that counts. Anyway, it's time to reveal the answer to your question, Neil.
Yes, I asked you which boy's name is currently the world's most popular, and you guessed Muhammad, which was the correct answer. Right, let's recap the vocabulary we've learned, starting with injustice, a situation lacking fairness or justice.
In British English, your Christian name is your first name, the name you were given at birth.
The adjective noble means admirable or morally good.
Baggage refers to beliefs and feelings, especially outdated or unhelpful ones, which influence how someone thinks.
The idiom speak truth to power describes when people non-violently resist an oppressive force, such as a government or corporation, by telling the truth.
And finally, to ruffle someone's feathers means to upset or annoy them. Once again, our 6 minutes are up. But remember to join us again next time for more trending topics and useful vocabulary here at 6 Minute English. Goodbye for now.
Bye.
6 Minute English
from bbclearningenglish.com.